Hey guys, welcome back to Joe Talks, and today I'm going to cover the whole thing that's been going on with Dad suddenly reaching 200,000 subscribers and what happened to MatPat. So if you don't know what the Dad channel is, it's pretty much an ARG that's created by Nathan Barnett. He's pretty much an outstanding YouTube comedian, and if you don't know who Dad is, he's Dad. Duh. The ARG pretty much started off as this skit where a robotic dad, mom, and daughter were in a simulation of life. But as all ARGs go, we all know it's more than that. I'll let his latest victim share the deets.
I've got my briefcase, computer, calculator, pen, paper, coffee cup, and eternal dedication to the corporation.
Oh boy, we are in that part of YouTube again.
Yeah, we are.
Hello Internet, welcome to Film Theory, blowing the toupee off your favorite creepy parts of YouTube. And today we're looking at the weird, lovable man/robot/astronaut/little towel lovin' dad.
Welcome to OVA. You may call me Dad.
Hello, Dad.
Primary tasks: propagate internet simulation, spread rhythmic addictions, share bodily flops. Am I doing a good job?
Dad's channel has been on YouTube for 2 years now, and in that amount of time, he's really done it all. He sings, he dances, he plays Minecraft, he somehow parties with Marshmello and Jamie Foxx, he hosts a drama show where he talks about all the cults that are out to get him.
Who are you working with? Are you in the dark party?
Oh yeah, the dark party's gonna be important. Foreshadowing.
And he pledges his undying allegiance to the server that'll bring us eternal happiness. You know, all the typical YouTuber stuff. And that's kind of the point of the channel. Dad's primary objective is to become the #1 YouTuber. To be the, quote, best YouTuber, pop singer, influencer in the universes, even sending out a warning shot to PewDiePie. That's Felix the Cat on a Pie, in case you missed the reference.
I didn't miss the reference, because his name is Felix. Also, by the way, I have already seen most of these videos. I have not seen this yet, and I have not seen the stream on his gaming channel yet. But I have seen this, and this.
Now, you're probably asking yourself why I'm making a theory about a man who seems to be going through a midlife crisis. Well, my fellow theorists, there's a lot more going on under those khakis than you might think. The Dad Feels channel is one of the longest, most committed, and well-produced ARGs out there, complete with hidden codes, secret channels, and live events full of lore reveals. Heck, Dad even appears on other channels. Scott the Woz, Inside a Mind, Night Mind, Night Docs, just to name a few. Sometimes indoctrinating them, sometimes leaving creepy comments, or just leaving behind spectrogram codes.
Yes, Dad has already indoctrinated Scott the Woz and Night Docs. Inside a Mind is part of the dark party that's against him.
That obnoxious series of sounds, by the way, actually translates to this, a Dadbot boot-up sequence. Dad even recently called me out, but then immediately deleted the video. You cowards! You and Cheryl and your server summoned me out of my slumber, tempting me with frame-by-frame lore secrets, only to immediately dial it all back? Well, there was no need. I've been watching you for a while now, Dad, and I know your game. Today I plan to expose the world, or at least our little corner of YouTube, to the elaborate game that you've crafted.
And also, one last thing, I don't know all of everything about the Dad channel. Like, I know pretty much what Inside of Mind has told me, or at least what I remember from his last video on Dad, which was 2 years ago. So, yeah, let's let Matt take it away.
There is a lot to it. I mean, look no further than the multi-hour videos other channels have uploaded trying to talk about all the facets of this mystery. But today, I'm not gonna cover it all. Just the main parts to get you all acquainted with the dad story, as well as some of the key clues that have been dropped along the way. So what is the Dad Feels mystery? What's hiding behind that beautiful receded hairline? Consider this video your starter's guide to one of the most interesting channels on YouTube across all the universes. The story begins with the man behind the character, Nathan Barnett. Starting his own channel way back in 2006, he's been on the platform for a long time. Nathan is an actor and comedian known for his physical comedy, his dancing, and his dedication to staying in character. And when I say that he's dedicated to staying in character, I mean he is dedicated. He's been thrown out of Comic-Con for climbing the building in character. He's been thrown out of Comic-Con for crashing a Peter Jackson and James Cameron panel in character. There was even a time when he shattered his foot jumping off a 14-foot ledge and continued the show in character for another 45 minutes before rushing off to the hospital. True story, I was there for that last one. Both Nathan's character, a retro gaming nerd named Keith Apicary, and Game Theory were early featured shows on a website called ScrewAttack.com way before YouTube series were a thing. And so we were both featured guests at their convention. While Nathan was busy breaking his feet jumping off of buildings, I was actually 2 doors over hanging out with fans of the show.
But hey, that's just a theory.
A game theory.
Thanks for recording this and uploading it to YouTube.
I was sitting on that table talking to everyone for like 6 hours that day. We even arm wrestled.
Finish him!
Man, that was only 6 years ago. But when I got done hanging out with everyone, I remember in the guest green room hearing about the foot shattering incident. And that was actually the last time our paths almost crossed until today. You see, one of Nathan's most recent characters is a man known as Dad in the series called Dad Feels. It started as the character Dad feeling different emotions and performing dances associated with each feeling. Pretty simple, or at least it was until Nathan uploaded a video on his channel on January 1st, 2019 titled Goodbye YouTube.
I unfortunately am going to just kind of end my YouTube and wrap it up.
At first, it seems like Nathan
This
is quitting
video
his
jump
beloved dream
scares me at
job,
the
but if
end
you watch all the way
sometimes.
through to the end, we actually see a familiar face, Dad. Following the link at the end leads to a video with no title and Nathan crouching down on camera, whispering.
Please, give me off my elf my silly red.
We've survived Unis Honest and FNAF. This ain't our first time at the rodeo, friends. Nathan
backwards
is
talk.
talking backwards.
He's coming. They released him. Don't let them find me. Please.
Someone is coming after Nathan, huh? Is it Dad or is it someone else? Notice that Nathan specifically says they released him. Looking down into the comment section, I know it's dangerous, but don't worry, I'll hold your hand. We find a pinned comment left by Dad on the video, sending us to a whole catalog of uploads, which in their entirety tell us the story of Dad in 3 separate acts. Act 1 sets up our main characters. There's Dad, who works at company, eats food, idolizes the great deals made available at True Value Hardware, and longs to get a kiss from his loving wife named Wife. We later learn that her name is Cheryl. Along with their daughter named Daughter, the 3 live together as a happy family in Town, USA. Yeah, it's pretty obvious that this is meant to be a robotic simulation of your typical everyday family. If I had to describe the atmosphere of these early videos, it's a pretty similar setup to the other weirdly robotic internet personality Poppy, even down to her robotic voice. Except here, everyone speaks telepathically for reasons.
Daughter, you know the rule. You're not allowed to have boys come over until you reach a certain...
Yes, Griffin can come over.
Just like Poppy in the early phases was kind of an AI designed to be a singer-influencer by the Illuminati, Dad is a robot living in some computerized family situation. But not quite. You see, Dad's story goes way deeper. Across Act 1, we learn that this is not your typical happy robotic telepathic family. Through some not-so-subtle wood imagery, we learn that Wife is in love with the neighbor Malvin. Wait, is that a typo? Malvin with an A?
Yeah,
Nope,
Malvin's,
it is definitely Malvin.
Ew, what a dumb name.
Dad, meanwhile, appears to be getting feelings for Wife's friend Diane, so much so that he even made a song about her.
Her perfume lingers on Dad's fingers when exchanging greetings. Is his sniffing cheating?
Well, Dad, that? I don't think so, but I do think making an entire song and music video about it may raise some suspicions with wife. Oh, and he also has a daughter with Diane from them sniffing each other because scent is the most powerful human emotion. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff going on here, but that is a whole other rabbit hole that we're not going to go down right now. So then, is that it? The whole dad story is just a simulation of a family living inside a computer with some family drama? No. If that was it, I probably wouldn't be covering it. You see, all that setup is small potatoes for the bigger story that's happening here. Throughout these videos, we occasionally see a mysterious man in black clothes with a YouTube logo on his...
Okay, so Matt doesn't explain this, but Inside of Mine does. This is a fake YouTube server. Probably. And I kind of get the feeling that once Dad becomes the biggest YouTuber, he and the server, pretty much the fake YouTube, are gonna take over the internet or something. I don't know.
Chest. He never really does anything, he just kind of stands there, watching, like Dad is some kind of prisoner or pet. Making things even stranger are the flashes of memories that randomly appear when Dadbot suffers from temporary glitches.
Ignore, let Dad rephrase that.
And it's worth pointing out that this is all happening in the middle of a 4-hour solo dance party at the beach. That is commitment to the bit. But what is the bit here? What's the story that's trying to be told? Well, to understand, let's turn back to the music videos, which are often the best places to find lore in the series. You see, all the music videos keep referencing the same thing, outer space.
Daydream of the older days spent under Kepler rays. Some things that make that feel good are can of food and Kepler VR. I'm the smoothest dad living under sun. Left my planet now, looking for some fun. Whatever happened on CFB 21490403, and never forget about 22B.
So what is Kepler 22b? Well, Kepler 22b is the first planet confirmed by NASA to exist in a habitable zone of a sun-like star.
You know what this means. Nathan Barnett does his research on space.
i.e., a planet that could feasibly act just like Earth. It's located about 620 light years from Earth, in fact. And these are our first indications that Dad feels is actually about something much bigger, outer space, which gets confirmed at the start of Act 2 when we catch our first glimpse of an astronaut stranded in the middle of a desert. And man, talk about that production value. Did I not tell you that this is like one of the most committed bits of all time? Didn't expect that one. So what connects a robotic dad, an unconscious astronaut in a desert, and the men in black from YouTube? Well, obviously, it's a kidnapping plot. In another music video titled Dad Feels Golden, we see a name flash up briefly, Captain Andon Rill. This is our astronaut. Via various clues sprinkled throughout Act 2, we learn that Andon was a pilot working for a company named DAD, Distant Aerospace Destinations. The clues seem to suggest that he was from the planet Kepler 22b and was married to a woman named Ella, which is who we're seeing in those flashes of memory when Dadbot starts glitching out. He had a mission to the planet CFB 0403, but something happens, resulting in Andon and his lieutenant Emily crashing onto Earth. So how does Dadbot and YouTube factor into Andon's outer space adventures? Well, as the snippets of memory peeking through Dadbot's glitches may have hinted, Andon is Dad. At various points throughout the series, we see Dad eating food that isn't, well, food.
Oh, the food thing is important. So,
Andon is Dad. At various points throughout...
You guys better be careful of food, F-O-O-D. Because regular food, that's fine. Don't eat it from a can.
The series, we see Dad eating food that isn't, well, food with a capital F-O-O-D. And each time he does, he snaps out of the Dadbot persona, appearing confused until someone rushes onto the scene to force feed him the red food and get him back under control.
Hey, who are you? Stop, wait, stop.
Did I order these?
It appears that Dad isn't actually a robot, but rather a human being, controlled by whatever's inside that can of food. This is further solidified by moments like this,
Dad is already growing.
in which Dad is is using
Help.
sign language to communicate that he needs help. But this just leaves us with even more questions, like why is YouTube involved? And what's the
It's
goal
not the
of
real
the Dad
YouTube.
program? Well, it's established that Dad is housed in the facility, basically underground at the YouTube space in LA, and that wife, Cheryl, who works at the facility, kidnapped Andon to run experiments on him.
I need a favor. I've kidnapped someone and I need you to help me keep him sedated so I can continue my quantum physics research.
Based on their conversation, wife and neighbor got divorced when they lost their daughter.
Malvin, you know I still love you. We died when we lost her.
So it's my guess that
Ouch.
Cheryl's overarching goal in all this is to find a way to get her daughter back. We learned from Andon in a live stream that Earth technology is far behind what Kepler 22b had.
Oh, this planet, you probably still use fax machines.
And in various pinned
do.
comments, we see Dadbot alluding to the fact that she lost her children and she's calling to them. So I would guess that she's using Andon and the Dadbot program to either unlock Kepler's secret quantum technology or to create a perfect recreation of the loved ones that she's lost. Basically, she's both William Afton from FNAF and Kingpin from Into the Spider-Verse. So that's our story, or at least a small portion of it. All of this is without even mentioning the multiple versions of Dadbots running around killing each other, his secret gaming
Oh
channel.
yeah, the Dadbots one is pretty important. Because the next video I'm gonna bring up might clue into that. Remember, multiple dads exist. Not just Andon as dad. There are other dads, but they are actually robots.
His secret gaming channel, the server's goal in all of this, their malfunctioning daughter and her boyfriend Griffin, and Nathan Barnett himself, the series creator who's also been playing a role in the whole
And you know why? He's been eating the FOOD.
thing, claiming on his personal channels and socials that he's gotten his identity stolen, even to the point of contacting lawyers about it. Nathan, throughout the lore of the story, gets body swapped out with Andon in the desert, and in the process infected with a space fungus off of Andon's suit that gives rise to Human, which, after sucking his subscribers dry of
That also
donations,
scares
his words
me
in a
a
bunch of
little bit.
deleted live streams and not mine, was recently passed on to a new host named Mila, who's being supervised by some guy named like the Game Master, something like that. Anyway, as you can tell, there is a lot. Even as I write this, Act 3 is about to conclude, which I expect is going to bring even more to the table. Like I said, this is a complicated but really, really fun and a huge ARG production
sure
that's
hope
been
there's
going
more
strong for the
acts
last
in the
2
future,
years. It's also
'cause this
clear in the
can't
lore of the
be
series
it.
that the Dadbot program gains power as he gains subscribers. He went quantum last year when he crossed 100,000, and now he's aiming to go eternal when he crosses 500,000. I don't know
And he's gonna unlock his powers at 222,000. He is 9,000 away from that.
exactly what that means, but each time he gets a big subscriber leap, the lore for this thing tends to get real interesting. So hey, if you think small independent YouTube productions like this are cool and want to support one that's been working really hard for the better part of 2 years, give them a sub and in the process affect how this story is gonna play out. Seriously, this is a channel that really plays along with the audience, so be a part of the mystery and adventure over there. But hey, that's just a
And,
knock at the door. Huh. Interesting. Food.
Matt didn't follow his... Matt didn't follow what Jamie said in his video. Everything is fine. Food is good. Wait. This leads in to Dad's stream. So now that MatPat is pretty much a... Wait, why did I like this video? Anyways, now that MatPat is now pretty much an official character of the Dad canon, we cut to Dad looking up his Fury video. And an interesting thing to note is well, two interesting things. He's wearing a different shirt and tie, and he has his beard grown out. So does that mean this is a dad bot, or is this still just Dad? I don't know. But let's watch.
What's this? Oh. It's about Dad. Who knew there was anything to talk about with Dad?
There is.
There's nothing to talk about with Dad.
There's everything to talk about
We all
Dad.
know, Mimi, that everything is fine. Hello, 1,200 people. Did you know that everything is fine?
Everything is not
MatPat
fine.
doesn't know what he's talking about.
He does.
Good thing. This can is now empty.
Dad sent the can of food to Matt's house. And Matt, not putting two and two together in his theory that the food is pretty much a mind control food, eats it, and now he's indoctrinated. Just like Scott the Waz. Great. By the way, Dad even mentioned Scott the Waz this late into the stream.
And don't worry. If MatPat gets hungry again, there's always more.
Why am I hungry?
Pro Blanker. MatPat was hungry. Let's check in on the home security footage in Matt's house.
Oh yeah. They apparently installed security cameras in there. And Matt is under the trance. I sure hope Steph and Ollie figure out what's going on. And that they're not eating the food as well.
Yes. Just what I thought. He'll be out for a while. Don't want any more false information being spread, do we?
You mean true information. And it's here that Dad starts going into information on the Dark Party.
We should be rejoicing. Dad saved one more investigator from the Dark Party. MatPat was really close. He was going down a dark path, making a theory about Dad with false information, much like Nexpo, and inside a mind who Dad caught red-handed.
So Matt almost became part of the squad that's trying to save Andon Rill, pretty much. Like, Jamie is constantly trying to investigate this whole thing. And considering how he appears in the stream and opposes Dad pretty much telling MatPat to run, I'm guessing this comment about food is good is just a joke. Whew, thank gosh. My dad came home and he brought pizza. I get saved for another day. Not by Dad. Thank gosh. Hey guys, I'm back. Just had 4 slices of pizza. Dad won't be baiting me with his fake food for a while. I think this is probably my favorite quote from Dad yet.
It wasn't just a theory.
Yikes.
It wasn't just a theory. It was bold for his life.
And at some point around this
That
time,
he was saying, Dad isn't an average dad. There's mind control. Cheryl's up to no good. No. Cheryl was a nice wife. But now, Dad has another wife. Scarlett. Do you love Scarlett?
honestly, I don't know if anything happened to Cheryl yet, but I will research it. I will research everything on the Dad channel at some point. I promise. He even uses this strange neuralizer on the people in chat.
Oh. Let's just crank up that neuralizer a little bit more. Are you feeling good now, humans? Do you feel relaxed? No more pain. No more emotional pain. Little C. Hi. Spookyville. Hi. We have 2,000 people watching. Isn't that nice? Just close your eyes and let the neuralizer do its job. Did you know you can get neuralizers at True Value? If you look deep enough. Oh no. He's here.
Yeah, that was something. Anyways, at this point, Inside of Mind shows up and interrupts the stream a little bit.
If you look deep enough. Oh no. He's here. Inside of Mind, what are you doing here? JC, thank you. Look, 2021 people are watching in the year 2021. That's nice. Inside of Mind, I saved MatPat from your fate. You and Expo are lost. Thank you, Nash.
So, pretty much Nexpo and Inside of Mind are working together against Dad. And while I will admit, Dad is having some sort of weird influence on me, I think I ought to join Inside of Mind and help him out. I did react to 2 of his videos after all. He's also a top-notch investigator and theorist. What could go wrong? An interesting comment here in the comment section says the title translates to MatPat. I didn't do that with you. Dad, of course, comments that it's actually incorrect. But, thankfully, this comment tells us of how we can get something like it in Google Translate. So I'm going to take the title in here and put it in. But I did not do it with you. Huh, guess that comment was right. Now, I know I haven't used much of the stream. In fact, I only really used the first 7 minutes as my point of evidence, but trust me when I say there's not really much else in the stream. Basically, Dad gets support. He gains a lot more subscribers than he originally had. He even threatens to send the food to Markiplier of all people, but as we know right now, Markiplier is not real, which I will be looking at that as well in a future upload. So then, Dad makes this video thanking MatPat for all of these subscribers he just got. He went from 140 to 213K.
Hi, Ados. Welcome to Dad. So nice to see so many new humans around here. Thanks, MatPat. Hope you enjoyed your dinner. I'll get back to him in a minute. Allow me to properly introduce myself. My name is DadBot87M2. I'm an average regular guy. Just a boring old dad living a normal life in town, USA. Markiplier might not be real, but I sure am. You know what? I think I have something for Mark that might help him out.
No.
Hey Mark, check your mailbox.
No.
I hope all of you watched Dad's videos in Act 1, 2, and 3. and please enjoy Dad's music videos. My second album just came out. It's filled with bops. Hope you enjoy your time around here and on Dad's gaming channel. I live stream all the time.
Oh yeah, he has a Nier Automata live stream. Let's go. You know, I'm pretty flattered, Dad, that you actually did a live stream of one of my favorite games of all time, but honestly, I don't know what to say here.
And I love hearting comments and replying to every single person who subscribes. After all, that's what the best YouTuber in the universes would do. Now, MatPat, Dad appreciates you making a video on him. Unfortunately, everything you said was wrong. No one is being brainwashed. Dad.
Except, Dad is clearly lying to you. He's clearly lying to us. So, is everything Matt said actually true? Possibly.
Is only Dad, and everything is fine. Life in Town, USA is as simple as can be. Stop looking into my life and keep eating your food. Now, ever since Matt posted his video, Dad began digging into Matt, like I've done to all the other spooky investigator channels, like Inside of Mind, Nexpo, Night Docs, and Nightmind. So now, I've decided to make a video on Matt and all the other channels. Stay tuned for Dad's next episode of Reality.
I will see it.
The dark secrets of Matthew, or whatever. See you all soon.
So that happened. And honestly, that's really it so far. I will do more research into this. I am going to be a backup helper for Nexpo and Inside of Mind to learn all of the secrets about Dad and what's going on. Also, when did I like this video? When did I subscribe? To any and all YouTube channels watching this video, don't eat the food. Don't take his bait. He is trying to surpass everyone. The server is going to take over if he does. He's already gotten creators like the Film Theorists under his little thumb. Out of a need to know more and a genuine curiosity as to what is going on, I am going to stay subscribed to his regular and gaming channel to try and learn everything I can. And once I finish my research, I will do a follow-up video with all of my findings presented on the table.
Do you know what we do to the dark party?
Not today, Dad. So that's going to be pretty much it for now. Please subscribe to the Film Theorists, subscribe to Inside of Mind, subscribe to Dad and his gaming channel, because even though it gives him power, we learn more about what's going on. And that's a risk we're going to have to take with this one. And yeah, that's about it. I'm going to start off with looking through all of Dad's videos. Because there's just something that's gotta be here. In the meantime, here's some of Dad's music. Enjoy.